are probably not going to, are probably going to remove Fountain. There's some Falcons that are fine on it.
Yeah, Wisp and I normally start on Fountain, but
yeah, but in general, most Falcons will probably rather play you here, and like assuming you're gonna ban Yoshi's and Stadium's not neutral, so you're gonna ban Yoshi's and Battlefield.
Yeah. I don't mind Battlefield that much, but
yeah, it's just like if you had to choose between what stages you wanted to do, then I think most people are going to want.
You can start and stop.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So yeah, most people are going to want to do.
Are we able to back it up with arrow keys or? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Dreamland's going to be the most commonplace. So what you have to be prepared for here is the type of Falcon that you're going to be running into, and
swaggy.
It depends. Yeah, not every Falcon's going to be swaggy.
Yeah.
A lot of Falcons, especially in tournament, especially at a major, like so if you're going to Genesis, you're going to run into a Falcon who's probably going to be really hit and run, especially on Dreamland, like to feel out like what type of Peach you are. Like, are you going to be the type that's going to be holding down? Are you going to be mashing A? That's like all of that's going to be kind of found out in this first dock. And how much you take advantage of that is really important because as Peach, you know that your movement speed is slow. You're not going to be able to catch Falcon very easily on this stage, especially if he gets ahead. So if he gets ahead, he's basically going to try to lure you up to platforms, and then he's going to be faster than you, get underneath you, and now his up airs are going to be stronger than your neutral airs. And so you want to do your best to maintain lead and tempo. But if they're going to be really aggro, then that's really good for you because if they're more aggressive, they're more likely going to make mistakes, and that means more counter hits for you, more grab opportunities for you. And when you do get those, then you get to punish them really hard.
Okay.
So we'll go into first stock. Oh.
And check that out and enjoy the analysis.
We got a mouse, right?
Yeah, so I'll just use the mouse, I guess. So right now, I'm mostly just like trying to nickel and dime you. I got a little bit unlucky with that neutral air, but I didn't get blown up for it. Because if you actually mashed down smash there, I would have got murder killed. Because I thought that neutral air was going to hit, and it didn't. And I would also recommend the Peach player Bladewise. He wrote a really good guide on how to DI against Falcon combos.
Yes.
And so
the down throws, and I've been trying to do that. It's down and away, right? And I'm supposed to be able to get out?
I don't believe it's down and away. I think it's
two of the octagonal gates.
I think it's up and away, but there's a specific angle.
For down throw knee?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's up and away to avoid the knee. Because I think they could still guarantee up air, but...
Yeah, up air is guaranteed.
But I think to avoid the knee, I don't think it's down and away. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely recommend double checking that.
I mean, it didn't seem like it was working against you.
You were doing down and away, right?
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I normally do down and away because that's what told to do with with Marth and other characters. But I think for Peach specifically, it might be up and away for down throw.
Got it. Okay.
I think it also works universally for up throw too. But they're almost never going to up throw you unless they're looking to up air you and on purpose.
Okay.
So yeah, because I got that set up, like that was basically all I was looking for. I was like, well, I'm going to see if you can DI. And if I know that you are struggling with DIing that, then at least now if I ever feel like I'm in trouble, I'm basically always guaranteeing myself to kill you whenever I get grab setups. And because my neutral is, just better than yours, I'm going to get those grab setups pretty confidently. Because I'm going to make you sidestep, and I'm going to make you down smash. There's not much you can do unless you can just react, which is really difficult, or you used to have the ability to call what I'm going to do. So there I looked to deny ledge. Not every Falcon will do that. Most will probably just stand and face when I... Oh. well, let me stop it.
Hey, you want to swap chairs so you can reach the mouse better? Because I don't think the cord is quite long enough here.
So sorry.
All right, there we go.
All right. So
much better position.
Yeah, so I go for, let's see what happened here. I went for like a little Hail Mary Raptor boost. So yeah, back air. Yeah, Hail Mary Raptor boost. That shouldn't hit you, but caught you wanted to escape. It's good. And that dash attack, when you see someone shielding, don't think they're just gonna release. Some people might be like, oh no, I'm holding my shield for too long, but most people are just like, nah. Like once they recognize you're gonna be in grab range, then they're going to escape, or they're gonna use a defensive option. But the instant that you start your dash attack, they're just gonna hold shield. So you wanna basically keep your finger on the trigger a little bit longer, and use your run-up grab as a potential weapon, and also don't be afraid to use like stop float outside of grab range, and utilize your neutral air range, because that's going to keep you safe from shield grabs. And so here you fell into my chain grab. Not a lot of Falcons do this, but I loved it. It works. You can DI out of it.
I know
that you do DI out of it, then I start changing into like neutral air and up air chains.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna get guaranteed combos on you, but I'm gonna take the easiest option. So you want to mix up your DI to make people work for it, even if they're gonna get guaranteed percentages.
And which way do I DI to avoid the chain grabs?
I
you think it's up and away again?
Yeah, up and away or up and in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got that big down air on you. You made your canceled, but you're facing the wrong way.
Yep.
And then you try to go for a wall bomb. I think you should have just went for the up B, because you're invincible, at least I think on frame 5.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think I had the length. I think I did now that I'm watching it now. But
you definitely looked like, that's why I went for the down air, because I wanted to try to intercept it. But I was probably going to miss, so you should have just went for the up B. And then there, that's good. Good punish, and then you stuck it going back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't screw it up this time.
Yep, no screw ups, not on me. No one screws that up on me. But probably should have kept it going just a little bit longer, just so that you could deny ledge. Because I was able to touch up again, I was able to steal that stock away from you.
Yeah.
And then anytime you give Falcon room to breathe, let alone generally a good player, it's not a good feeling at all.
Oh yeah.
But you're able to close it out without taking too much there, so that's good. Nice down smash. And so yeah, that's a bad habit. Just because you hit confirm at 0 doesn't mean you should go into the down smash. You should read how the other person's DIing the hit, because oftentimes you'll want to try to go into grab first instead of down smash. But it depends. Like if you see them like obviously like kind of holding down against your back air, then yeah, blow them up. But I DI'd away, so your down smash was ineffective and you got punished for it. And then go for another. Got a nice tech. I didn't expect you to full on reach there, but it worked for you. And, knee into moon block. Absolutely. So yeah, you're trying to do back air walls.
Yeah.
At this percentage, I guess it's not too bad, but
yeah,
I'm going to invade your space against back air a lot easier than I would if you were doing like float neutral airs.
Float and air instead to build a wall?
Because you also have jab checks, and jab checks are really strong against like run-up grab attempts, especially at this percentage I'm at. So like staying fronted.
That's huge.
Staying fronted, I feel like, is a lot stronger whenever I play against Falcon or as Peach than using back air walls. Back air walls are good at like if in a position like there, like where I'm off by the ledge, where I have less room to maneuver.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the raw neutral, being fronted is more menacing.
Okay. So I'm writing down build nair walls instead of bear walls.
Yeah, against the long neutral game. When the Falcon is cornered, back airs are fine, but you can still do both. But back airs are going to be more effective when someone is cornered, and neutral air, like facing forward, is going to be a lot stronger when you have the whole stage ahead of you. Because forward air is a really good shield break, like shield buster, and then you still have neutral air as an option. And then, yeah, then you have 2-frame jabs, so keeping all those tools. You have so many more tools facing forward than you do facing back. So you face backwards, turning around takes frames. Forward tilt is one of your slower moves, and going out with back air. Because Peach's back air is like 6 frames. So like even though they're good boxes, you're greatly limiting what tools you have at your disposal. Whereas if you face front, especially if you have a turn up, now you have a turn up, you have a projectile that gives you distance, like artificial distance. Like that's what a projectile does.
Okay.
But Peach is slow, so when you have a turn up, you can use that to cover space that you normally wouldn't. So if someone's likes to jump over you, by having the turn up, you float after them. You recognize that they're going to jump over you. You stop the float. You throw it up, and they either can react and catch it, or they're going to get hit by it. And now they're going to be directly on top of you, where you are stronger. And then you can just follow them down, get your grab, and blow them up.
Okay. Either way, there's a bunch of stuff that I can do when they're above me like that. So throwing that turnip just occupies their time.
Yeah, I mean that's when you can't get it. If you don't have time to get turnips, like if they're looking, like if they're watching you and they're looking, because like there's times
that's one thing I definitely struggle to pull off is pulling a turnip against Captain Falcon is ballsy.
Yeah,
no matter where you are.
I'm looking for, like, when I'm at certain spots, I'm looking for you to pull that turnip because I'm coming in with a knee.
Oh yeah.
Because even if you
Every
shield
time.
it, Falcon is positive on shield against knee with knee, so I can get guaranteed knee to grab. So
He's really positive on shield on that?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, if he gets a sweet spot knee on you, perfect sweet spot knee, he's going to be positive on shield against you.
Okay, that's good to know.
So knee to grab actually ends up being viable.
My word. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Dealing with a Nair approach, what do?
It depends.
Because I felt so stifled whenever you were doing that every single time.
Yeah, my Nairs
it just
are really
covers so much space horizontally when I'm on the ground like that. It's just, I just feel shut down.
Yeah. So what most Falcons will do, and I know what I like to do when I'm using Nairs is I like to test my Nair standing with mild drift to show like, okay, I have a Nair wall. So now if you approach the wrong way, you'll run into this. But if you're trying to space against me, I will do long Nairs to cover your dash away, because most people want to do is try to dash away, turn around, shield grab, because that's most people are going to go and Nair at you, and then once they hit you, they're going to try to stop in front of you and space against you. But if you dash away, pivot, turn around, you're going to be in range for a shield grab. So in order to avoid that, I'm going to do extremely long Nairs, and they're also going to be really high, so if you're not shield DIing or directing your shield up, they're going to clip you and shield stab you. So one of the best things to do is if you know that they're going to go for that long Nair, you can do neutral airs at the right time to stuff it outright.
Okay.
Neutral air can work. Otherwise,
does it just outright beat it, or does it have to also have incredible spacing on the Nair?
A bit of both, but it outright beats it if you press it at the right time. But you also have to, it's hard to time it because you have to account for whether it's doing the first hit or the second long hit. Mm-hmm. So it can win. You just have to press the button at the right time.
Okay.
And you also have to be able to react to it, because what if I don't neutral air? I just short hop at you, and then I get you to neutral air, and I just double jump back, and I took away all your space. Now I'm in dash dance range to go for grabs against you. So there's a lot of things Falcon can do to keep Peach guessing, which is why it's a hard matchup for Peach. But neutral air is one of your stronger weapons against it. You can you can try to space against it, like try to guess which way he's going to go. Like if he's going to go for long ones, then you can just turn around, just turn yourself around, shield, and depending on where he lands, you can shield grab him the other way, or he goes past you, and now you just drop shield. He has to L cancel, and now he's cornered himself, and that's really good for you. So you can reverse those situations by just taking away real estate, because he's trying to probe you with that neutral air.
Got it. So I think one of the things that I struggle with on those specifically Nair approach, you're saying if he lands behind or if he lands in front of.
Oh yeah, and dash attack can work against it too.
Okay. I always struggle predicting if they're going to land behind me or if they're going to land in front of me. Do you think just like Nair out of shield, a flow canceled Nair out of shield, is that fast enough? Frame 5? I don't know how Nair looks like.
Frame 7 for float cancel Nair out of shield.
It is? Okay.
Or frame 8. Airborne 5. Yeah, 8. Frame 8.
Okay.
So it can be if they're close enough, but if they're not, you have to recognize it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes just the act of getting out of your shield and turning around is better.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's Peach does have a number of, there's a number of buttons that can, you can sometimes just jab it, depending on where in the neutral air it is. You have buttons that can beat it. It's just that Falcon's fast, so...
Yeah. I find myself constantly just trying to guess what the hell he's going to do, and I never know.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Peach, a lot of really good Peach players do what's called rhythm distortion. They have a really good knack for figuring out when people like to do things, and so that's why a lot of Peach players are really good at sidestepping and stuff. They people they recognize their own vulnerability, and they recognize when people want to go after them, so they're always going to be able to roll sidestep, and then hit that down smash and stuff like that. And getting a knack for when people want to press buttons, you're right there, I'm going to get you. That's one of the really big skill sets that you really need to have as a Peach main.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, almost all the characters that have the Class A sidestep, like Peach, Sheik, Kirby, the Marios, they all really benefit from that really good sidestep, and especially for a defense a counter hitter character like Peach, a attrition character, having an iron defense is really, really important.
Okay.
Because as much as you want to be aggressive, your defense has to be iron so that you can be more aggressive. Because if you always have them double guessing what you're going to do defensively, that opens up your ability to be more aggressive. Because now when you get people having to move back, now you get to move forward, and you have people not knowing whether you're going to push a button, you also get to move forward. And then once you invade their space, you get frame advantage once you have them on shield. You float cancel neutral air on their shield, and you could choose to do a jab check 2 frame or dash grab 8 frames, or 9 frames technically. Then you have a lot of options to basically open someone up.
Got it. I know one of the huge notes that you were talking to me last time about was work on my out of shield options, and I feel like with what you're saying here, it's kind of echoing the same sentiment. Is I need to get my shit together.
Blunders, my part there. But you want to be a little bit careful with those reaching neutral airs, because they can compromise a lot of your position. So yeah, that forward air, I'm not sure what you were going for there. I don't know if that was a mistimed, was that some kind of a mistimed float? Do you want to come down a little bit more with it?
Okay.
That forward air got
Yeah,
killed.
I think I missed the fast fall on it.
Yeah, you just kind of... Yeah, you missed the float fastball, yeah. So I guess I got all that free damage. If that was free 49%, you could have lived there.
Yeah.
But that was basically turned into a free stock from that one mistake. Yeah, if I could gentleman though, that would have been safe. That's actually when I make mistakes like that. That was a big blunder on my part. That's the time where it's okay for you to be a Peach main and down
smash it.
Just down smash me. At 0, it's very difficult to punish. Technically, it is possible, but it's so risky. I'm just gonna eat it, and I'm just gonna run to the center, and I'm just gonna reset myself for being an idiot. That would have been the more optimal punish than what looked like you were trying to do there. I think you were trying to neutral air me. Oh, dash attack. Yeah. Dash attack at 0, never advised, because crouch cancel.
You told me that last time. God.
Crouch cancel's gonna blow that up all day. When you fight against Jigs is gonna eat that up. Everyone's gonna blow up dash attack at 0 when they know you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna put that.
Because I would just shield
caps.
it, but these kids nowadays, they're so used to getting hit, they're just gonna crouch cancel it and then get the free grab and
these kids nowadays.
Yeah, just do this, the technical skill combos and stuff and hit you for 80%.
All right, stop dash attacking at 0.
Yeah, it's just not worth it unless it's a very, very, very clean anti-air dash attack. Then that can be viable. So against Marth, if they're airborne, then it's a lot stronger because while he can retaliate with forward air, then you retaliate back and like you just win the trade war at 0 to 0. It's like there's a time and place for it, but not grounded, never grounded. Just not worth it. I know you want to touch somebody, you want to get the percentage and feel good, but that's just not the way to do it. You want to unlock your dash attack by getting more percentage. Make sure crouch canceling is always off the table. Yeah, there's your habit again. The back air to down smash, and I punished you with a stomp knee. And I could have butt grabbed you there. Yeah, I should have butt grabbed you there, but I was uncertain. So I just neutral air. And there's that booty grab from you.
Oh, yeah.
Reversal. You probably should have taken the stock, but you messed up there. Barely got out. Yeah. I should have been down a stock there. Yeah. Like you need to close that out next time, but that was a good reversal. Like that's why this stage is good for you, because like any big mistake should be like 100% damage and an edge guard. Anytime you see forward B, you can basically just shield. And
just shield? Is that
the... Shield. Yeah, most of the time, it depends on where the activation box goes, because like there's like an invisible like little activation box for the forward B. And if I get the long one, then I'm going to be safe from shield grab. But if I get the close one, then you can shield grab it. So just shielding it in general is going to be good, because even if I get the long one, then you can technically float neutral air me out. It's laggy enough to where you can punish me.
Okay. But then that again goes out to my out of shield
is a scrub falcon thing. Like, it shouldn't really work. It's best used as a way to try to catch people who are trying to like jump out of stuff. So I think if you're gonna jump out of shield at a certain point, then I'll go for it. Or if I think your shield is low enough to where I can hit underneath you, then I'll go for it there. But when I just do it raw, it just means like I just want to do something cool right now.
Yeah. It's a valid strategy. It works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But
did you have any other questions?
Yeah, I'm seeing. So there were a couple of times there. What I find myself doing with Douchebag Dylan and Wisp whenever I play him nowadays is I'm very hesitant to approach them. But when I do, I normally just do this dash attack thing, and then I do a float bear as my approach. Any thoughts? Because like I feel so weird approaching them. Or should I just refuse to approach and just let Captain Falcon at me?
I mean, it depends on what you're comfortable with. I mean, generally speaking, as long as whatever you're doing is fundamentally sound, that's what's most important. Like, you don't have to approach if you're ahead, but it's kind of unreasonable to say that you won't eventually have to approach in some way. Mm-hmm. And Peach has plenty of options to do that. Like, your float aerials are very, very safe and very, very difficult to punish. Like, in terms of, like, pure vulnerability, you have 6 frames. You have 5 to 6 frames of vulnerability after doing any float aerial. Because when you land, you're at 4 frames and you're at neutral state. The fastest defensive option you have is shield. It comes out frame 1. And then your sidestep comes out frame 2. Your rolls come out frame 4. And then your jab comes out frame 2. So, and then you have your float in air comes out frame 8. And what Falcons are basically going to have to do against you is try to go for grab, because at 0, that's their best option against a crouch canceler. Potential crouch cancel, because they go for neutral air against you at 0, crouch cancel will beat that. So they have to go with something meaty and something that's spaced against your down smash. Because if they go for back air, they have to space against you, possibly just mashing down smash against them if they go in too close. So they have to like hit and run against you at low %, and then work their way into you, or just get a grab and get you popped up. When you're in the air, you can't crouch cancel, so they can get more on you.
Okay.
But as far as your approaches are concerned, like you can utilize your float. You don't even have to do anything. Like you can float as long as they let you. And anytime they want to try to go for that neutral air, your neutral air will beat that. So you have to time it just right and either guess that you're not going to neutral air or try to get you to neutral air just a little bit too early, so that they catch you with the weaker side of it, where their neutral air will win.
Okay.
So you can just kind of invade space, and then especially with your turnip out, use that to like basically make them perform actions. Even if they catch it, it doesn't really matter that much, because the idea is to get them to commit to something. Because if they're going to catch it on the run, then they have to jump in order to do it. If they're going to be grounded, then they have to do a standing grab A catch, which does require some frames. You're not going to be at a big disadvantage if they catch your turnip throw.
Oh yeah, that's why no matter how many times you grabbed it, it didn't discourage me. I'm going to keep throwing that.
Yeah. So
I'd much rather you be holding the turnip and have to throw it at me than use one of your aerials.
Yeah. But I mean, there's tricks I can do to do both. But yeah, for the most part, most people aren't going to use turnips that aggressively against you. So using that just as a way to make them do things, because whenever you make someone do something, it doesn't matter what their reactions are. If they're put in a situation where they're vulnerable from whatever action they've done, then no matter what their reactions are, you get to punish it. So by forcing people to make actions, then you can then make better decisions. It's kind of like, in chess, right? Like your goal isn't to necessarily see exactly how many moves ahead they're going. Your goal is to put them in a position so that no matter what they do, you always have a better answer than them. So your goal is to basically always make the right move every move.
Okay. I think I'm going to write. One of the things that I definitely need to take down out of this is I need to learn how my Nair beats/trades with Captain Falcon's Nair. So.
Yeah, I should get. Did you beat Wisp, or did Wisp beat you?
I ended up not playing him in bracket. He was supposed to lose to Nick Yingling, but he beat Nick Yingling in winners. So I ended up having to play Nick, and so yeah, we didn't end up meeting. And then the last time that I played a Captain Falcon was Wisp about a month ago, and we went randoms during the set. So I think he played Falco and I played Fox. So.
Yeah, I want to play Wisp Falcon with Peach and see what I would do. Sometimes I think
that'd be awesome.
Trying to imagine how I would tackle it. Yeah.
I think
does
so.
you have any more?
No, if you play Wisp, I would love to watch that though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. If he's got time.
I'll go and know him right now.
Cool. All right, thank you, Steven.
All right.